we have come a long way. If you remember how we started with devolution, you know, sometimes history, as I say on this show, is very important. During the colonial period, they introduced something they were calling federalism. And typically it was a way of the minority, because the white people owned a majority of the vast pieces of agricultural land, and they were afraid of the Africans. So they introduced the sort of what we call devolution, which then did not work. They were calling it federalism, to make sure that a majority of the land would be left to the white people and the black people would be concentrated in villages. We moved on. You remember the clamor for Majimboism and how that faltered and did not work. And then finally we came to the 2010 constitution that gave us devolution. And for the first time in devolution, we see that you do not have to come to Nairobi if you're from Wajir to ensure that you get your money.
Yes.
For the first time, we are seeing counties that have never seen an inch of tarmac, they now have roads. We are seeing counties coming up, like we saw the other day in Kirinyaga. They have built a very nice hospital. And so we can see that devolution in one way or another has been a savior to a majority of Kenyans who expect good service from government.
Yes.
Of course, there have been challenges emanating from the same. We have devolved corruption. Some counties have become a den of thieves. We also have many suppliers who've committed suicide and many people who've gone into an economic meltdown as a result of supplying counties. But it is expected sometimes that the good comes with the bad.
Yes.
And it is to evaluate how much of the good are we having and how much of the bad can we mitigate or do away with altogether.
That's pretty much. I'll be coming to you. There's just a couple of issues here that